Welcome to another episode of Data Star. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, do it now so that you never miss an update on a new episode. Let's jump into today's episode of Data Star.
To another episode of Data Star. In today's episode, we are going to analyze another company in another industry, and what you would be interested in knowing about in this particular video is that what are the requirements for a data scientist role in healthcare industry. So that's what we have picked up. This role is of a data scientist role in Novartis India, and Novartis, as a lot of you would know, has one of the biggest presence in India based out of its Hyderabad office. So this is a data scientist role that we are going to analyze at Novartis India, and what we are going to do is directly jump into the role. So what the company has given, the first thing about this role is that the seniority level of this role is an associate role, that this is an entry level kind of role. The industry is pharma industry. The role employment type is full-time. And the job function type, because in these big companies, usually when a new role like data scientist comes into picture, they are fitted into different bands, as a lot of you would know who are working in multinational companies. So this belongs to an analyst kind of band within from an org structure point of view. So let's look at what the job description for this role says. So what it says, the first point the JD mentions is that the data scientist is responsible for the capabilities need to operate a scientific practice using advanced techniques to understand data and produce insights that are of value to Novartis. So what they bring here is the first and the foremost point about data scientists, which is you need to give value to Novartis through whatever you are doing. The role encompasses the full life cycle from design, implementation, and rollout of the solution. This is something that what I've been emphasizing. If you remember another video I had done some time back, what I had done is that of Nokia. In that role also, I had mentioned that that companies today want someone who can possibly get his hands dirty in conceptualizing, designing, and then implementing solutions through data science. The mission is to solve scientific, operational, and technical challenges. This is what basically the scope of problems that you'll be working on here in data scientist role at Novartis is. What they basically are saying is that you will be involved in you can be involved in basically any kind of project. You need to collaborate in multifunctional team to evaluate business activities and then develop innovative and effective approaches to tackle teams analytics problems and communicate results and methodologies, which means that essentially you are part of the analytics or data science or advanced analytics practice at Novartis, right? So whatever you might want to call it. And then these teams or these professionals will be providing services to various teams. I'm calling them as team 1, team 2, team 3, etc. And these teams can be in finance, they can be in HR, they can be in consulting, they can be in research, they can be in pharma, they can be in medicine, any department of Novartis. So wherever there is a use case and wherever anyone needs the data science team. So next thing that the JD mentions is that you should have the ability to initiate and drive projects from conception to completion with minimal guidance. We have already covered that. Innovates and recommends advanced predictive analytics, computational science, NLP, machine learning, and deep learning techniques to answer research questions and synthesize insights that achieve business objective. Basically, what the job says is that you should be able to recommend between all of these things, whether I should be using machine learning, whether I should be using deep learning, whether I should use advanced predictive analytics, right? So only someone who has used various techniques and who knows the real world use cases will be able to do that. And that's why as you undergo your program in data science, what I would expect should be doing is you should be learning more and more about real world application. If you're not getting your hands dirty in real world application, trust me, you're not doing yourself any good. Yeah. After that, what the JD mentions is that you should be able to establish scalable, efficient, automated solutions for large scale data analysis, modern development, model validation, and model implementation. So what is important here is this word called large scale data analysis, and scalable, efficient, and automated solutions, right? So what they're not looking for is someone who's just getting started, but rather who has understanding of what are the challenges faced in deploying data science solutions or machine learning solutions into production type setup. And you work to translate prototypes into new product services and features and provide guidelines for large scale implementation. That's something that you need to be able to do. Last is ability to build and fine-tune algorithms that scale up from small-scale proof of concept stage to full production system. So what the company wants here is that you should be able to fine-tune algorithms that scale up from small-scale proof of concept stage to full production system. So basically, as a data scientist, before you actually push a solution into production, you will not be doing that directly. You will be implementing that in small POCs, and then you will be pushing that. So how to go take that journey is something what they're wanting you to know, and build knowledge artifacts of real business problems that were solved with advanced analytics techniques that can be published in general. So what they are also wanting you to do is basically create knowledge assets for the company. And in the end, what they give you after this is this, that now what the company just did is it gave you a description of what the job is. Now the minimum requirements from the job are what the company wants. You should be a PhD from a top university in statistics or computer science in a quantitative field, right? So the minimum requirement the company wants is a PhD, which is a lot to ask for from my point of view. But even if you have masters, that should be good. But most likely, since they've clearly specified PhD, I would not think that they would entertain only if you have a bachelor's degree. So if you have a master's degree, that is a great add-on. If you have PhD, you are bang on right for this job. You should have 2 years of experience in predictive modeling and large data analysis. As I've been mentioning earlier, even if you don't have 2, even if you have 1 year of experience, that should be fine. But the important thing is you should have appreciation and understanding of real world data science. Next, what you want is 2 years of experience with data querying languages like SQL, scripting languages like Python, R, Scala, or deep learning libraries like TensorFlow and PyTorch. You should have experience working with these tools, frameworks, and languages, and that's what is required in this role. Next thing that is required is expertise in at least some visualization tools such as ClickView, Spotfire, and Tableau. For designing insights is good to have. So if you can not only build machine learning algorithm, but if you can help in the visualization of those machine learning algorithms to end stakeholders and what the data story that you are trying to communicate, that is a great asset to have as a data scientist. And that's what the asset Novartis wants you to have in form of a tool like Tableau, Spotfire, and ClickView. And they're not saying that you need to be limited to this, but these are the most often used in the market. After that, strong track record of innovating through machine learning, deep learning algorithm by publishing papers, participating in competitions. That's why, like Kaggle, that's what I always recommend, that if you demonstrate success, you need to demonstrate success through 3 or 4 things. It can be through your blogs, it can be through your Kaggle profile, it can be through your GitHub profile, it can be through something. So you should be able to demonstrate that you can actually take up real world data science project and you have a passion for this, right? And this is something what companies look for when they're going through your profiles like Kaggle and GitHub. Hands-on experience with deep learning, data mining, NLP, its concepts, techniques, and implementation. That's what is required. And ability to solve problems and to structure and simplify complex scenarios and implement and lead digital transformation change. This is what the company wants you to know. As a data scientist, you need to solve different kind of problems. So you bare minimum expected to solve these problems. In the end, you should be able to demonstrate record of dealing with ambiguity, prioritizing needs, and delivering results in a dynamic environment. So this is something that is expected from any role. I think that is not specific to a data scientist role as such. But overall, from what I see in this video, from what you have seen in this video, the company's requirements are more towards end-to-end data science, large-scale data science, production-based data science, and they're more focused not so much in terms of years of experience of you having like 5 or 7 years of experience, like we have seen in some other job descriptions, but they want you to have a PhD or a master's level degree, right? So apart from that, what the company also has given here is the division. This is the NBS division, and the business unit is IT NBS. The location is this. Yeah, so this is great fit for you if you belong to a healthcare background, number one. Number two is if you have a PhD or a master's degree. Number three is if you have hands-on working experience on end-to-end project. That's something which is extremely important, and I would highly recommend you to work on your capstone project if you have not done it so far. So this was another episode of DataStar. Thank you very much for watching this. I hope you would have found this analysis helpful. Keep working hard, keep working on projects, and I look forward to seeing you in another video very soon. Till then, take care.